Hey, welcome back, YouTubers, to another hashtag TTH build update and review. Once again, I do apologize for the inconsistency of these videos. I'd really like to start doing videos like I did for that D-Day build I did a while back, where I could document every step of the way. Unfortunately, these builds I'm doing right now for this 15 mil D-Day game, which the group and I are doing at the end of the week, so my time limit is limited. Sorry about the noise in the background, guys. It's a bird. I had a request. So those of you that follow the hashtag TTH on Facebook and my Instagram, I'll put those links in this video once it's posted and uploaded. The quickest way for me to show everyone my progress right now is for people who follow me on Instagram. And if you are part of the Flames of War group or Bolt Action groups on Facebook, then you will see snippets of my terrain that I'm building. So I had a request. So this is what I'd like to call very quick terrain, guys. It's as basic can get. If you, those of you who follow someone like the Terrain Tutor, who's been doing it for years and has a whole warehouse at his disposal, not an actual warehouse, I just mean in terms of the products, then obviously I could like him be doing a lot more detail on these things, more sandbags, more shell holes, more filler for the trenches in terms of barrels and crates, which I will be doing soon. The reason I'm not doing that is because the games that we play, we use a lot of scatter terrain, as everyone else does. So the days of permanent fixed tables, which I personally love doing, which will be one of my next videos, are not, you don't see a lot of them anymore because they're a problem to cart around with you depending on the size, and scatter terrain is just becoming an easier thing. So basically, this is very, very quick terrain, as I said, guys. So all I'm doing is kitting and detailing it out in very basic ways because it's going to be part of a 12-foot long beach defense, as you can tell by the color. So basically, it's these pieces. I got another one like this, and then those two in the back, which I still need to get done by the end of the week. So when they are done, I'll do a video of them all finished, and then of course I'll document some of the game and then post that on Instagram and Facebook. So, as a request from one of the viewers on one of the hobby groups on Facebook, he asked me, how do I do these? So, like I said, guys, one could take this quietly, one piece at a time, and really detail it. I mean, put in little sections to hold the trench walls up, sandbags, shell holes, barbed wire, that type of thing. But what I'm actually trying to do now for terrain is, for my 28mm gaming collection, I've got a little plastic carton of all the scatter terrain, so barbed wire, tank traps, crates, objective markers. So I'm not going to, like these, when they get stored, I don't want them getting super damaged, so there won't be anything on them worth damaging apart from the terrain itself. So basically what's happening here is, like, I'm just doing a bit of sandbag there, and then I'm going to scatter it all over in some crates just to add a bit of fun to it, I suppose. But how do I make them? So if you guys bear with me, I will dive into the raw of what this looks like before I get started. And we're back. So as I said, basic. So all you need is, I don't know wherever you guys are in the world, Europe, America, down here in SA, we've got Styrofoam, very soft. This you can find at your arts and craft shops, stationery shops. I like working with it. It's very easy to carve. Unfortunately, hot wire cutters are not super well known for some reason here, so you can only really get them at industrial places, or they're not like on the shelf at a hobby or craft shop for some reason. So if I had them, it would look a little more smooth. I've had to go at this with a carving knife and my sander, which just sends styrofoam absolutely everywhere. So for the purpose of this, I'm not doing that. So otherwise it would be a lot more smoother. The reason I'm doing something like this is because when the troops get here, they get a bit of cover before they got to leapfrog over the different defenses. So basically, styrofoam, another layer of styrofoam. Trenches are quite easy to cut. You can draw them out as I did there. And then you take filler. I'm using this. It's for wall cracks and that. It's actually really nice. It's soft. And then even through the drying, you can still sort of mold it. And then when it dries, it becomes almost rock hard. And then you can either go over it with a sander and make it smooth, or just go and then paint over it. So my stages are styrofoam, cut, shape, filler, and then I actually use beach sand, which is in that bucket down there. And then I lather this with wood glue, wet mixture, of course, otherwise it will flex, and then scatter the wood glue down. And then once it's dry, then go at it with craft paint. I have tried spraying it. Unfortunately, because this is very soft and the paint isn't, I would have to do many layers. If you go at this straight after the sand and wood glue stage, if you've done it correctly, then you won't have a problem of the spray eating into the styrofoam. So just on the safe side, so that I don't cut time away from myself, I just go over it with paint, and if there's any patches, I'll go over it with a spray, so it's got a really strong layer to stop it from eating into this. If you're using a stronger foam like ISO board or insulation board, then you won't have that problem. I see in the States and Canada, you guys have got this lovely pink foam. I don't know the name. That looks brilliant. We don't have that here, unfortunately. So if we did, I'd probably be using that. But I've seen that if you spray on there, it won't cause as much damage as this. So this is the last section I'm going to do, which I'm going to get done today. I'm going to filler the edges and then let it dry. As I said, it turns into this, and then beach sand with wood glue and then paint, and then you'll end up with that. So the reason why it looks so bare again, guys, as I said, is because during the game, one of the other gamers that are in the group, he is bringing through all these collection of 15mm bunkers and tank traps. So these will be quite decorated. They won't look as plain as this, but they'll give some form of uniformity when we are playing. But as I said, guys, when this is finished, I'm going to line them up, do a video, and then I'll take some photos of the games. So I'll show you one I'm currently working on. So these are just the raw footage sections. As I said, guys, my videos are pretty just raw videos. I mean, they're how to make things, terrain, model reviews, that type of thing. No animations, no fireworks. So I'll quickly show you on the next sheet that I'm nearly finished with. It's in its drying stage. And we're back. So there you can see, you basically lather it with any tan, depending on what you're doing. I'm doing beach, so this is the color. This will work for desert. And if you're doing more forested inland, then you'd obviously go a lot more greener and darker browns maybe. And then you can go to town with dry brushing. So that's it. And then what you can do while this is this, because the paint, the craft paint's a bit like glue, is you come at it again with more beach sand and just scatter it, as you can see these patches. And then I'll add some flock and some more sandbags and types of things. So if that answers your questions, guys, the next video will be up soon when these are done, hopefully today. And then I've got another terrain project I'm working on. And then, of course, I will put my Instagram link down in the chat, and I don't have a Facebook page because I don't really paste anything on Facebook, but more the groups. But if you see the hashtag TTH, guys, you know it's me. So that's where we are right now for the D-Day project. The next video will be done soon. As always, guys, thanks for the support and help me get more subscribers and more likes and views. I want to hit 1,000. That is my next goal. As always, stay tuned for the next video, guys. Cheers.